Exterminators digging deep, getting it a few feet ahead of Eliab. Eliab not that far behind. We got about 90 seconds remaining. Exterminators almost to the 3/4 mark. Eliab coming on strong. Who's going to kick it into that fifth gear? It's getting fast and furious right here on this. We got 1 minute remaining. Exterminators, the finish line in sight. Would they pause? Will Eliab, is that the gap they need to catch up? Invictus Boston making some moves. They got about 45 seconds. They are so close to getting into that end zone. And it's the Exterminators pushing into the blue. And 22, and they head to the finish, taking the heat.
Round two.
Able to complete all the work in this event inside the 17 time cap. It was the Exterminators. They had the time to beat at 16 minutes, 25.03 seconds. Across with Aliot, they were second, 16 minutes, 43.17 seconds. Thanks for being with us here today. Rogue Iron Game Show. I am Sean Woodland alongside Sakamoto and Dan Bailey. When we came into this event, we thought it would be the toes to bar that were the kind of the sticking point. After watching that first seed, this thing kind of comes down to the bob.
Definitely, and I have to admit that it wasn't the Exterminators of all the super teams that I was watching on that event, but they pushed that bob so well. They had some great splits throughout the entire event. Finishing the event at 16:25, really impressive time.
Daniel,
round three.
16 minutes, 25.03 seconds. Don't Stop has made the turn there on the way back. Central Beast, Project X, they're all in that lead here in the 3 rounds of the Assault to Bob, the opening event teams here, the 2019 Reebok CrossFit Games.
It's amazing to see how much closer this heat is so far with that bob than the first heat. There seemed to be a lot more separation on that first round in the first heat.
And you can definitely see while they're pushing this thing, when they stop and rest, nobody's that tired yet. I think it's definitely something like, hey, we need to pace this, we need to be careful with what we're doing here, because that third round, the push is going to be pretty devastating.
Stop at the bottom right of your screen, getting set to finish up their first big bob.
Round 4.
Invictus on the left of your screen. Next to them is CrossFit Krypton. Jessica Griffith in the middle of your screen, blonde hair. Next to her, Camila Blonde-Patton. They had a chance to talk to the two of them yesterday. They were certainly ready to get this competition kicked off.
Well, and all 4 of these athletes are great at something like toes to bar. When we looked at this workout, I definitely thought about that team and the synchronized toes to bar. But again, this workout seems to be coming down to the big bob push. So we'll see what happens on the second round of the push for them.
Mayhem Freedom, they are towards the top of your screen. They are doing their toes to bar right now. They're the first team onto the pull-up bar. Don't Stop right behind them. And then Project X, the team out of Australia, they're moving to the pull-up bar for their next set of 30 synchronized toes to bar. Your leader there through 48, now 49 of those 100.
Round 5.
Left of your screen, they are your leaders in this heat as we approach the 8-minute mark, 17-minute time cap in this event.
Mayhem Freedom on this round has the fastest assault by calories and the fastest toe to bar. They were one of the slowest on the first round on the bob push. So let's see how they kind of change that up on this round. What they're doing right now is working for them.
Rich Cronin and Dre Strom up front for Mayhem Freedom.
Well, I think it lends itself to what you said earlier, Dan. You can't go out too hot. You don't want to go out too fast. It's about being consistent through that second round and then being able to push on the third round. We saw a great race at the end of the first heat between Aliot and the Exterminators on the big bob.
CrossFit Boston, Jimmy just saw them on the right of your screen there, the final team on to their second big bob push. Meanwhile, Freedom still in the lead through 68 of the 105 scored repetitions, getting set to close out their second of 3 rounds.